guys. Hey, wow. This is Michelle with another video. How's everyone doing today? I just wanted to make me a quick video. You know how I do my videos. I don't see nobody out there right now, but this is what I want to talk about. You know, I'm always talking about something. I just like to settle and try to be clear on some stuff, because I go back on the comments of people and stuff like that, and I makes it's good when I get them comments because I know how far to go and what not to say. But this video today, I just want to talk about gossip. People that gossip so doggone much, they need to get their lives together. That's the problem with a lot of gossiping people. They don't have nothing else to talk about. They try to cover up what's going on in their life. And those type of people don't never give you no information on their life. They'd rather talk about somebody else's life. Why don't you try to be encouraging and tell people about how you live in your life? How about that? But no, gossiping people, they don't. They like to be, they trying to be an anchor woman, an anchor man. Won't you get a job at doing that? Be a newscaster, news reporter. That's what I see. I see a lot of them here on YouTube. They be good at it too. But they ain't gonna go out there and try to be a news reporter, an anchor man, an anchor woman. They need to, because this one guy, I ain't gonna even say his name. I don't never say names of these creators because, I don't want to get nothing started. And I don't want no copyright because I don't know how they do all that. I done got one strike already. I'm trying to clear that out. But what I wanted to say is I remember when my dad was living, he had something against men talking on the telephone. He said, men don't talk on no telephone. I never talk on it, but I remember my dad used to have a CB radio, and he used to gossip on that CB radio. It was called a Citizen Band radio. And he used to talk some mess on there. I remember I used to sit back and listen to him talking. And you had a handle. They called, you had a handle, just like a profile picture. You had a handle. And my dad was called the Chicken Hawk. That was his name. And his name used to be ringing on there. And so one time I told him, can I get on there? Because he had one at home. He had one in his car. He had the antenna and all this stuff. And so I got me a handle. My name was $1 bill. And I used to get on there and talk. Only time he would let me talk on it when he'd be away from the house. He didn't never let me talk on it, but he showed me how to turn it on and stuff. And so I used to talk on there on the CB radio. And it was so fun. It was so fun, and people got to know me. I was like about 9 or 10 years old, and I was talking on that radio, and it was fun. It kind of reminds me of, YouTube page. For those of you, hey, I see some people out there. I don't know if you guys are old enough to know about that. It was called a Citizen Band radio, and it had a little microphone, and you turn it on, and it sounds like a scanner. Have you guys ever heard of that scanner with the police have and stuff? It's kind of like that. But I used to get on there and talk and stuff, and talk to people, and they would call me, and it was certain what you had to learn how to talk on there. It was certain words that you would say. But I learned how to talk on it. I would say, where's your 40? Because 40 means where's your location. And I used to hear my dad saying that all the time. And I'd be talking on that thing. It was fun. They used to say, hey, $1 bill, where your 40 at? But it always sounded like somebody was talking country. it was like a country slang type of a deal. The way you had to talk a certain way. And I would say, this $1 bill, where your 40? Where your 40? I used to love to say 40. Because 40 was where's your location? Where you at? And it was fun. So I just wanted to talk on it. That was like a gossipy thing. That's something like the internet. The way the internet is going right now, it's always something to get people going. It's a style, right? It's a fad. Just like the internet. Same thing. Same thing. But I just wanted to talk on that today because I was thinking about that when I used to talk on that CB radio. It's a blessing to be able to do some things like that and get on the internet. A lot of my friends and stuff, they used to want to get on it when I would go in the room and talk on it, and they used to want to talk on it too, but they couldn't do it the way I did it because I learned how to talk because my dad, I used to sit back and watch him talk on it. And my mom, she never did do it. She never did want to talk on there. She talk on the phone, though. People gossip, them telephones. And you remember, you remember all the different phones? The ones had that, you dial it. I remember that. I mean, we had all kinds of phones. And then we got that long phone where you just click it on there. It was just all kinds of phones back then, you know. The rotary phones, that's what they called them. And I just wanted to talk on that right quick. You know, people gossip. It's just all that gossiping, what's going on and all that stuff, people telling their business. But it's just like the internet, just like this. Okay, you guys, I done ran out of what I was talking about, but I know I was talking about that gossiping, people gossip. And that's the way the internet is. And what TikTok, I can't never get into TikTok. I don't get that one. That's the one I don't understand is TikTok. But Instagram, I do have an Instagram. One day I'll put it on here, my Instagram. I'll put it on here. Something in my throat. I think I need some water. But how's everyone doing? Hope y'all doing good. The weather is so beautiful today here in California. Where you guys at? Just, you know, you don't have to say your whole location, but what city? I'm watching music videos right now, but I'm going to get off right now. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Michelle Double Up Connection. Hope you guys having a great evening. God bless.